Hello guys, this is the Lego Hunter here, and today I will be doing my First Order army. Now, by this video, I mean basically not just stuff from The Force Awakens or Episode 7, but one thing from Star Wars Rebels, two small sets from Old Republic, one big set from the Old Republic, and one small set from like either Episode 4, 5, or 6, don't know which one, but this is going to be quite a while. But first, I'm going to start out with characters that I will not be adding to this army. Or, you know what, change of plans. Let's start with my characters so far in this, in this army so far. So first, we got 2 flame troopers, 2 heavy gunner troopers, 4 ordinary stormtroopers, 1 snowtrooper officer, 2 snowtroopers, 2 ATDP pilots from Rebels, 2 TIE Fighter pilots, 1 First Order officer, and then a Scout Trooper from Episode 6, 2 First Order officers from Force Awakens, and then 5 Sith Empire soldiers from the Old Republic. And then I added basically 3 Kashyyyk troopers from Episode 3. I know they're from Episode 3, but I just thought, why not add some swamp troopers in this? Because in the this is sort of like a mix of Empire and First Order, but in the Empire they had swamp troopers, but I just thought, why not do that anyways? But next, move on to the characters I will not be added to the army. So basically, let's start with just some minor characters. We got 1 First Order crew, plus 2 more. 2 small Sith Empire troopers, 2 Death Star gunners, and Agent Kallus from Star Wars Rebels. And there's a couple more characters that I forgot to do for a minute, so give me a second. Got them, okay? So now I got 2 Imperial Royal Guards, which are bad because the helmets, like the masks, keep falling off, and that's ridiculous. Then a Sith Warrior from the Old Republic, and then Darth Malgus from the Old Republic. Now, I may include Darth Malgus, and I may get the Star Wars Rebels set, the TIE Advanced prototype with the Grand Inquisitor from Rebels, but I may add Malgus and the Inquisitor from Rebels to my main characters, but that may not be the case. But anyway, let's move on to the main characters. So we got Kylo Ren. I got him from the Indianapolis Comic-Con. Then we got General Hux. I got him from I think a Brick World fair in Lafayette, Indiana. And I got Captain Phasma, which came with the First Order transporter for Christmas. But now let's move on to the minors, like the small stuff. Here's 2 turrets from the First Order battle packs. Then we have a Death Star cannon, which came with the Royal Guards and the Death Star gunners. Then we have 2 Sith speeders, which came with, I forget the name of the set, but it's an Old Republic battle pack set. It's the soldiers, like Republic and Sith troopers, are right, but the spears are not that bad. I didn't want to include the stickers, though. Anyway, let's move on to the bigger vehicles. Then we got the First Order Snow Speeder, which never got to be debuted in the Force Awakens movie. I mean, it was in deleted scenes, but it never got to be shown in that. I mean, you could see it once Rey and Finn got into Starkiller Base area, but you never really did get to see them at all. You never got to see these things at all. Then we got a Walker from... Hang on. We got a Walker... Oh, broken. We got a Walker from... I can get it back together. It's from Star Wars Rebels. It's known as the ATDP. It opens right here. Oh, that's right. I put the flick fire missiles in here in the cockpit area because they just kept coming out easily. Then we got the cannon. Then the legs here, and they can actually come apart and make it easier to carry around, actually. And give me a second. Let me come around. Might go around my bed. And sorry, my bed's a little messy, but I had no other space to do this. Then we got the First Order Transport, or Transport, either one. 2 flick-fire missiles, one 2-stud shooter thing, engines, an openable cockpit, and then we have a little lever back here that actually, once you pull it back, you can actually make it open. And then there's also this hatch here. This little hatch, move it this way, you get a little seat there for the stormtrooper to pop out. Then take this off. Sorry, I have to hold my camera, so my phone. Alright, take this off. You can actually store the troopers in there. No matter what troopers you have, you just put them in there. Then we have... Where is it? Oh, dang it. Sorry. The First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter, which was from the Force Awakens. I did this in previous videos, so you kind of know all about it. And then we have this beauty. The Sith... Oh, whoops. The Sith Fury Class Interceptor. This one, the first sets from the Old Republic. Sets, and got 2 flaps up here, and 2 on the bottom, but I can't really hold it one-handed. It's got missiles here, a little hatch in the back. You can actually get this out of the back. Then you got the cockpit, as you can see there. And then that's pretty much about it, actually. That's pretty much about it for my First Order army, but see, here's the thing. I will not use, this, or this from, or even these 2 or that little Death Star cannon from, you know, in my army, because this is more of a transport. That's more like a, kind of looks like a tank, but it's more like it's a speeder, which is a little too big for a speeder. Those are awful designs, and the cannon is just... not a good design. This cannon can't even stay up. But in these characters, I will not most likely use. But that's it for my First Order army. Thank you so much for watching, and for all your support, and I will talk to you all later.